In today's YouTube video, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new top 5 broken metal loadouts here in Black Ops 6 after the Season 1 Reloaded update. Now, after all the weapon tunes, stabilities, and even weapon nerfs and buffs, there is a new list of weapons that you should be using to increase your KD, higher kill games, and just help you get better at Black Ops 6. So if you guys are new and find this video to help you out in any way, make sure that like button, subscribe to the channel with notice on, and let's get into it. Now, getting into our first weapon here, we have the KSV. Now, this weapon is definitely one of the best weapons in the game right now. A lot of people are using it in ranked play. A lot of people are using it in regular matches as well, and it got a damage range buff, which is the only thing it really needed to be a good SMG, and it's going to be a 5 attachment build. Now, we are going to start with the muzzle here first, and I am going to be adding on the compensator. This weapon does have a fast fire rate. It does have a little bit of gun kick, so I do want to calm that down, make the weapon easier to control and everything, and we are going to add on the best muzzle stat-wise, which is the compensator, the most vertical recoil control, the most gun kick control. We're going to throw this on, make this weapon more calm, more smooth, more accurate when firing, so we are going to go ahead and throw this on for our first attachment. Now, for the barrel next, we are going to be adding on the reinforced barrel. Now, the damage range buff it got on this weapon, we throw this on, make the damage range better, and also we're getting some bull velocity. So now our weapon, our bullets are traveling further, they're traveling faster, they're hitting a bit harder, and giving us a faster time to kill in those longer range gunfights. So we are going to add on the reinforced barrel for our second attachment. If you need help unlocking anything here in Black Ops 6, make sure to check out U4GM. They can help you with any challenge in the game, from camo challenges to any hard challenge in the game. They also provide very cheap codes to redeem, like XP codes and rare skins. Go use my code PARA for 5% off. Now, for the underbarrel next, we are going to be adding on the vertical foregrip. This can help with horizontal recoil control. Now, I'm really not a huge fan of the recoil pattern on this weapon, so we're going to throw this on. We're going to calm that down a bit and also get a little bit more gun kick control here, so our weapon is not going to have any recoil whatsoever. You're going to have the best accuracy, the best control of this weapon, so we definitely want to throw this on. Now, we're going to skip over here to the rear grip next, and we're going to go ahead and throw on the ergonomic grip. Now, this can help with slide and dive to fire speed, and also a little bit of aim down sight speed. Now, this fits my playstyle. I do slide a lot, I do dive a lot. That's just how my playstyle is. But if you don't use the omni movement or whatever, go ahead and throw on that commando grip for that aim down sight speed and sprint the fire speed. It's really on what you want to do. If you don't use the omni movement, add on the commando grip. If you do, add on the ergonomic grip. This fits my playstyle a lot better, so we are going to go ahead and throw this on. And then for my final attachment on this weapon, we are going to the stock, and we're going to be adding on the balance stock. We're getting that strafing movement speed, aim walking movement speed itself, and hip fire movement speed, which isn't too important here, but the main thing is we're increasing our mobility, moving faster in general, moving faster around the map, getting into more engagements, and getting those higher kill games. But here's a full build for the KSV, the best class up as of right now here in Black Ops 6, and you already know we will take this weapon into the firing range, and I want to show you this weapon at 5 meters, 10 meters, 25 meters, and even at 20 meters. This weapon is great. You're going to fall in love with this weapon. It goes absolutely crazy. Now, jumping into our second weapon here, we have the XMG LMG. Now, for some odd reason, after our recent update, a lot of people have been running this weapon, and almost every time I get into a room now, someone's running this LMG, and they smoke people very quickly. Now, I want to give you my build for this weapon if you use this weapon a lot, which I think is very broken. Now, we have a 5 attachment build on this weapon also here, and we are going to start with the optic, which I'm not a huge fan of the iron sights on this weapon, so I'm going to be running the Kepler Microflex. Like I say, this is my favorite optic in the game. I think it's the best and easiest optic to use also, but also, like I say in my videos, use what you have unlocked, add on your favorite optic. For me, that is going to be the Kepler Microflex. Now, for my next attachment here, we are going to add on the compensator. Now, this weapon does have some pretty fast fire rate, so I definitely want to calm that down, make the weapon really easy to control. I want to be accurate in any gunfight I get into, so we are going to be adding on the best muzzle in Black Ops 6, which is the compensator. You're getting a lot of vertical recoil control, a lot of gun kick control, so when firing this weapon, it's going to be very calm, very smooth when firing, so it is going to help us be more accurate in our gunfight, so we definitely going to throw this on for our second attachment. Now, LMGs are great with their damage range and everything in this game, so I'm not going to be running a barrel on this weapon. So we're going to jump into the underbarrel next, and we're going to be adding on the Ranger foregrip. This is going to give us horizontal recoil control here, and also some sprinting movement speed. So I'm an aggressive player. It doesn't matter what I'm using, a sniper, a shotgun, a pistol, an LMG. I am going to be moving quick around the map, trying to be aggressive and get as many kills as possible, and the Ranger foregrip is going to help out a ton with this LMG. We're running faster around the map with that tactical sprint, so we have that aggressive playstyle, getting around the map much faster. We definitely want to have this on if you're trying to have that aggressive playstyle with an LMG, so go ahead and throw on the Ranger foregrip. Now, we're going to be adding a magazine on here. I definitely want to increase my handling on this weapon, so you can either go with the Fast Mag 1, have a 75 round mag, or you can go down to the Fast Mag 2 and have a 50 round mag and make this weapon more feel like an assault rifle. Like, I like to call it a better version of the XM4. Basically the same weapon, but we have better damage range rather than the XM4. What the Fast Mag 2 is going to do is give us a 50 round mag. We get fast reload time, aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed time on this LMG, which is very important, so I definitely want to throw this on. And then getting into my final attachment, we are going to the stock, and we're going to go ahead and throw on the lightweight stock for that crazy movement speed and strafing movement speed, so we're definitely going to make this weapon more feel like an assault rifle, but keep the damage range as if it was an LMG. But this is the full build for this weapon. It's super broken, and I want to show you in the firing range. This weapon is very easy to use. 5 meters, it deletes, 10 meters, 20 meters, and also we can take this weapon to 50 meters and it shreds people very quickly. Now for my third weapon here, we have the best SMG in my opinion when it comes to damage and everything, and that is the good old TANTO 22. Now the TANTO, I mean, if you know already, you know, but this is a crazy broken weapon in the game right now. The damage range that it has is absolutely insane. I mean, the range you can take your gunfights to, the time to kill that it has at long range is just absolutely insane. And the crazy thing is it got buffed when it didn't need one. So make sure you are running the TANTO as one of the main class subs that you're using in this game. And we have a 5 attachment build. That's all you need. Now for my first attachment, you can either go with an optic or no optic. For me, I feel more comfortable using the TANTO with an optic, which my go-to optic is the Kepler Microflex, so I am going to go ahead and throw this on. Now, the TANTO, it doesn't have bad recoil control, but the weapon does have some weird gun kicks, so we are going to throw on the compensator. We're going to calm that gun kick down. We are going to make the recoil control a lot easier to use here, so when using this weapon, just throw on the compensator. You're not going to have any more gun kick, any more recoil. You're going to have full control of this weapon, and this is all you need to use on this weapon to have great control of your recoil pattern. So we are going to throw on the compensator for our second attachment. Now for the barrel, we are going to be adding on the gain twist barrel. This can increase our bullet velocity. Now the damage on this weapon, no problem. The only thing that I want to work on with this weapon is going to be its bullet velocity to allow our bullet travel faster and air hit our targets quicker. The damage range is good. We're just going to work on some bullet velocity, make it better at longer ranges. So we definitely going to throw on the gain twist barrel for our third attachment. Now we're going to skip over to the magazine next and add on the first extended mag. This is going to give us a 40 round mag, and this is all you need. You do not need to run a 50 round drum. There is no need for this. Go ahead and throw on the 40. Don't have to reload all the time. The time to kill is great. You can mow people down with one mag. You don't have to reload all the time. That is the main thing. So we are going to throw on the first extended mag, and then getting into my final attachment here, we are going to the fire mod and adding on rapid fire to make this weapon even more broken. Rapid fire on this weapon is absolutely insane. We're going to increase our fire rate, in a way increase our time to kill, just making it faster and everything with us shooting a bit quicker. So we are going to throw in that rapid fire for our final attachment. Here is the full build for that, and we are going to take this weapon into the firing range. I just want to show you how fast you can just delete people any range here. 15 meters, 20 meters, and believe it or not, we can take our weapon to 50 meters here if you can hit your shots. And I mean, this thing just, this is broken. Now, getting into my fourth weapon here, we have the Model L, and I've said this in multiple videos already, but when it comes to accuracy and just recoil control, the Model L is the easiest weapon to use in the entire game when it comes to those two things. The damage is okay, but the main thing this weapon has is its recoil control and accuracy, but we're going to make that better with this build, and this is a 8 attachment build, so go ahead and throw Gunfighter on as your wild card before doing this build. Now, for my optic, of course, as always, I'm going to be adding on the Kepler Microflex. Like I say, this is my favorite optic to use, the best and easiest optic to use in the game, so we are going to go ahead and throw this on. Now, when it comes to the muzzle, you could go with the compensator if you want to, but after this update, the weapons are pretty easy to control. It was just the visual recoil tuning and the stability that was really bad in the game, so it was a little difficult to control at some times, but after this update, the weapons are more smooth than it feels like, so it is going to help you be more accurate. So I am going to go with the suppressor. It's going to keep us off the radar. We're staying stealthy. We're being quiet to go on those higher kill streaks, so we're going to add on the suppressor for our muzzle. Now for the barrel, we are going to be adding on the long barrel to increase our damage range, make our time to kill faster at longer ranges. The time to kill up close is fair, medium range is okay. The main thing is this weapon wasn't the best at longer ranges, so I do want to make that better. Go ahead and throw in the long barrel. It's going to allow our bullets to travel further, hit harder, to gives a faster time to kill in those longer range gunfights, so we definitely want to add on the long barrel. Now for the underbarrel, we are going to add on the Ranger foregrip. This is going to give us horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. So we are going to be moving a bit faster around the map when tag sprinting. And if you have my settings copied down, it's going to make you a really fast, aggressive player. And also we're going to fix that horizontal recoil pattern up a bit in our recoil pattern. So we are going to make the weapon a lot more calm with this attachment. Now for the magazine here, we are going to add on the first extended mag, basically adding on a 40 round mag. We don't have to reload all the time. The time to kill is pretty good up close. We made it better at longer ranges, so you do not have to reload all the time with this extended mag. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be adding on the commando grip. The handling is okay, but I definitely want to work on more aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. It is going to help us be a little bit more aggressive in our gunfights, aiming down sights faster, shooting faster off a sprint, which is very important. So we are going to be throwing on the commando grip. For the stock here next, we are going to be adding on the lightweight stock. This is going to increase our mobility and strafing movement speed. Hip fire movement speed is there, but it's not important. The main thing is we are moving faster. We can strafe left and right faster, dodge those bullets a bit easier, so we can stay alive in our gunfights. This is a really good attachment. And then jumping into my final attachment, we are going to the fire mods. We're going to be adding on the overpressured rounds for a lot of bull velocity, and I like to use the overpressured rounds in long barrel combo for a better version of the reinforced barrel. But sometimes you have to run gunfighter when doing this. Sometimes you don't. It just depends on the weapon. Gunfighter is definitely needed on the Model L when it comes to this build. This is a build, nice time to kill. We increase its damage range. Bullets are traveling faster. No recoil, stealthy build. You guys are going to absolutely love. And of course, we'll jump into the firing range real quick just to show you guys. This weapon is going to be great. 5 meters, of course, 10 meters, 25 meters, and if needed, we can take this weapon to 50 meters, no trouble at all. And then we're going to get to our final weapon in today's video here, and we have the SAUG SMG. Now, this weapon got a damage range buff, and the visual recoil tunes that happened not too long ago definitely made this a very good SMG and one of the best weapons in the entire game. And I have you an 8 attachment build that you need to try out. This thing goes absolutely crazy. Now, we are going to start with the muzzle here, and I am going to go ahead and throw in the compensator. This weapon does have a fast fire rate. We all know that, so we definitely want to calm that gun kick down, calm that vertical recoil down, make this weapon easier to use, make it more accurate, make it easier to control. So we are going to add that compensator on for our first attachment. Now for the barrel next, we are going to add on the long barrel. We're going to increase our damage range. They did buff the damage range already, but we're going to make it a lot better. So if we have to go against other good SMGs like the TANTO, good assault rifles, LMGs, marksman rifles, or snipers, we're going to be able to do that much easier now with the buff this weapon got and also the long barrel combo. So we are going to throw this on for a second attachment. Now for the underbarrel next, we are going to add on the vertical foregrip. We are getting a lot of horizontal recoil control and a very small amount of gun kick control, so our weapon is going to be a little bit more calm to control this weapon, and it's going to be a lot more accurate, and our recoil pattern on this weapon is going to be a lot more smooth, so we are going to be more accurate in our gunfights now, so go ahead and throw on the vertical foregrip. Now for the magazine here next, we are going to be adding on the first extended mag. I don't think you need to add in any other attachment here for the magazine. The first extended mag is the best option in my opinion. 45 round mag, it doesn't take away any aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed. It doesn't shorten that mag up like these other ones do. The first extended mag, in my opinion, is the best option, so we are going to go ahead and throw this on. Now for the rear grip, we are going to be adding on the CQB grip. Now with the SAUG having great handling, has some good aim down sight speed and everything, we're going to add on the CQB grip because this fits my playstyle. We're going to have faster sprint to fire speed, which is good. We are going to be shooting faster off a dive and a slide. It fits my playstyle, but if you don't use the Omni movement, go ahead and add on the commando grip. But if you definitely want to start using that Omni movement a little bit more, definitely try out the CQB grip. It can help you with a little bit better Omni movement builds and everything. So we are going to throw this on and make this an absolute monster if you're going to use Omni movement. We are going to go to the stock here next and add on the balanced stock, increase our mobility, movement speed, aim walking movement speed, strafing movement speed, hip fire movement speed. Just everything about the weapon mobility wise is getting increased, so that's going to be really good. Now for the laser here, I like to add on the target laser. This can help with aiming auto sway delay and also some aim walking steadiness. Like I do preem a lot, you already know that in my gameplays as you see, but definitely having this on is going to calm the aiming auto sway down, make it more steady when I'm walking around while aimed down sight. So we are going to add on the target laser. And then for my final attachment here for the fire mods, we are going to be adding on the overpressured rounds again for that bull velocity. And we have another overpressured long barrel bull velocity damage range combo build here for the SAUG that makes it super crazy, makes it a great time to kill, great accuracy. And I will show you guys into the firing range real quick just to show you guys. As you guys see here, 5 meters, 10 meters, 20 meters, even 25 meters. This thing doesn't move at all and has a great accurate time to kill. Now, since we went over the best weapon loadouts, I want to show you some of the best perk loadouts that you can use here in Black Ops 6 to make you a better player also, and also help you stay alive a lot longer here. And for my first one, we have a perk greed loadout, which most of the times I'm using 5 attachment builds anyway, so I like to have my perks more than attachments. I'll be completely honest here, but for my first one here, I like to run Scavenger, Assassin, Double Time, and Flak Jacket as my perk greed perk here. Me running 3 red perks is going to give me Enforcer, so every time I get a kill, I move a bit faster and get faster health regen for a short amount of time, so I can have more of a fast, aggressive playstyle. I'm getting to more engagements, getting those high kill games, and if I'm weak somehow, every time I get a kill, I health regen very quickly. So this is my main go-to perk loadout. Now for my second one here, we have Scavenger, Fast Hands, and Double Time. I like to use Fast Hands a lot, just depends on my secondary, the Grikova, the Siren 9mm, or if I pick up another random weapon off the floor. I'm able to swap to that thing really quick, and also with a lot of people throwing frag grenades, I can reset the timer on that when I throw them back, so that can help you out a ton as well. Grenade spam is crazy in this game, but the main thing for this is you're switching to your other weapon faster before reloading. We all know that. Now for my third go-to one, this is Scavenger, Forward Intel, Double Time, and Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket is pretty important here, so that's always my go-to perk greed perk. But for Scavenger, Forward Intel, and Double Time are my main 3 perks. Forward Intel in this game can be pretty good. It can help you stay alive a lot longer. If someone's not using a suppressor on their gun and they shoot and show up on the radar, it's going to show me where they're aiming at and what direction they're at, like I have a harp up on the mini-map. So this can help you stay alive a lot longer and everything. So Forward Intel is a pretty broken perk. And then for my final one here, I have Scavenger, Forward Intel, and Double Time, just in case I'm running gunfight or anything like that. This is also a good one. I'm always getting my lethals, tacticals, ammo back. Forward Intel, again, is going to show me on the radar if someone shoots on the map. It's going to show me the direction that they're at, and also have that Double Time to move a little bit faster around the map. But I want you to copy these perk loadouts down. I want you to copy the weapon loadouts down. Let me know which one is the best in your opinion, and if any of these builds help you out, let me know in the comments what was your best game. If you increase your KD, if you become a better player, let me know in the comments. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and again, if this video helped you out in any way, make sure that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and I'll see you on the next one.